If you enjoy a good debate, just ask boxing fans, who's the greatest fighter of all time? Fight fans love to argue for their favorite. There's so many different eras and styles and weight classes. The truth is, there's really no way to know who's the greatest. But as you run down a list of the best, they all have one thing in common. Every single fighter in this elite group has losses. A lot of people claim that Sugar Ray Robinson is the greatest fighter ever. After all, he did have 173 wins in his career. He also had 19 losses. Muhammad Ali lost 5 fights. Joe Louis lost 3. Shoot, according to the internet, Rocky Balboa lost 23. Even our toughest fictional fighters have losses. Fighters lose fights. Even worse, sometimes fighters don't fight. For the final installment of our study, I want us to witness the man we just established as one of the greatest of all time as he sits down, hangs up his gloves, and throws in the towel. All great fighters lose from time to time, but the great ones have something else in common. They get back up. There's a verse that I love from the book of Proverbs. Listen to Proverbs 24:16. For the righteous falls 7 times and rises again. The righteous falls. How about it, righteous fighter? Have you found yourself lying in the dirt lately? The wise man who wrote Proverbs 24 said it happens to the very best of us. 7 times, as a matter of fact. I skipped over part of verse 16, though. Let me read you the whole thing this time. For the righteous falls 7 times and rises again, but the wicked stumble in times of calamity. What's the difference between the righteous and the wicked? They both stumble, they both fall. The difference is the righteous repent and get back up. Somehow I've made it all the way through this book and 6 videos about fighting before I've mentioned Rocky Balboa. But he's showing up with a vengeance now. In Rocky 5, Rocky mentors this young fighter named Tommy. It's a long story, but Tommy betrays Rocky and they end up in a street fight. And Tommy beats him senseless and leaves him in a bloody, bruised pile in the street. Tommy turns to leave just as Rocky pulls himself back to his feet. And Rocky grunts, "Yo, Tommy, I didn't hear no bell. One more round." That's a terrible impression, but believe me, it's an incredible moment. One more round. Being knocked down 7 times isn't so bad, as long as you get up 8 times. This week we're going to see King David at his absolute worst. His sin is terrible. The cover-up is even worse. There's no other way to put it. He falls. The good news is, by the grace and mercy of a loving God, he rises again to fight another day. So how about you? You may be down, but I didn't hear no bell. One more round. Come on, champ.